It is my honor to introduce our next speaker. She is the former Chancellor of the Pennsylvania State University System, as well as a former Chancellor of the Florida State University System. Today, she is speaking to us not only as the new president of the University of Mary Washington, but as the first woman president of the University of Mary Washington. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you President Judy Hample.
Thank you, Quincy. Good afternoon. Honor is one of the most cherished principles at the University of Mary Washington. In choosing to attend UMW, you have chosen to enter into an environment that is truly different by design. As new students to the university, and I as the new president of the university, together we are entering into a very special community. This university strives to educate principled leaders and citizens. Later this afternoon, when you pledge to the Honor Code, you are committing to integrity, to respect, to responsibility, and to accountability for everything that you do and say. This system will work, however, only through the collective efforts of all the students at the university. I'm sure that many, if not most of you, have seen the movie A Few Good Men, a movie that's mostly about an unwritten code of conduct. But much of the movie focuses on the obligations of a Marine to uphold his code of conduct. Can't you still hear the exchange between Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson posing as Marine Colonel Jessup, explaining that when his orders aren't followed, people die, and that Marines follow a code that's not flexible and that it's greater than any one man? Well, when violations of the Honor Code at UMW aren't followed, there can be drastic results. I don't think they'll be quite as drastic as not following the Marine Code. But the personal shame and unhappiness of a person at UMW not following the Honor Code might turn out to be just the same, or at least similar. I'm sure that many, if not most of you, recall in high school reading Shakespeare's Othello. And there are probably a lot of things you remember from that play, which is one of my personal favorites. But in the third act in Othello, Iago, one of the evil characters in the play, makes an impassioned, wailing the moment of his loss of his good name. And if you violate the Honor Code, you might find yourself much like Iago. Iago says, "Who steals my purse steals trash. But he that filches from me my good name robs me of that which not enriches him and makes me poor indeed." Or if you're not so much into Shakespeare and you like things a little more simple, try these words of Benjamin Franklin. "Reputations, like good china, are easily broken and difficult to repair." Don't tarnish your reputation. The Honor Code is more than words written on paper to which you're going to make a pledge this afternoon. It's far more than that. It is your personal commitment. Let me repeat that. It is your personal commitment to live an exemplary life where you respect yourself and you respect others. And you promise yourself and others that you're going to behave in a disciplined manner that's worthy of other people emulating your behavior. In making this pledge, you promise to be a person of trustworthiness, you promise to be a person of loyalty and integrity, and you promise to work and live in a manner whereby others are going to treat you as you would have them, where you promise that you will treat others as you would have them treat you. In the words of the great Winston Churchill, You are promising simply to never give in. Never, 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 in nothing small or great, large or petty, never give in except to convictions of honor and good sense. Never give in to anything except convictions of honor and good sense. Last week, before most students and faculty members were arrived back on campus, I used the opportunity to visit some of our out-of-state alumni and alumni. Among the alums, there is an incredibly strong adherence still to the philosophy and practice of the honor system. And I should tell you that it is remembered fondly. They still ask about it, and they still talk about what an important component it was of their Mary Washington experience. I was struck in particular by one alumnus' multi-million-dollar business, which is modeled on the version of the honor system which she lived with as a student at Mary Washington. I had the privilege of meeting approximately 30 of her employees and getting a feel for her workplace environment. Her colleagues talked about feeling a sense of empowerment. They talked about how they couldn't wait to get to work in the mornings. Please believe me when I tell you that such behavior is not common in the everyday business world. In applying honor system principles and investing trust and confidence in her employees and her colleagues, she is reaping great benefits, both financial and personal. This is a woman who is not only wealthy, but a woman who loves what she is doing, and she talks about it with great joy. And she talks about how her experiences at Mary Washington were transformative with regard to living and being nurtured in an environment where everyone functioned within the honor code. The honor system at UMW has indeed become a way of life. As young men and women, I know that you're going to do the right thing just because I believe that you know what the right thing to do is. I have confidence that you're going to do it. Mutual trust characterizes relationships between students and faculty on this campus, and there's a high spirit of personal honor and integrity that pervades our student body. I have confidence in all of you that you're going to ensure the successful continuation of this very long-standing tradition of the honor code and the honor system tradition and all that it has meant and will continue to mean at UMW. And I personally look forward to partnering with you as we go forward on our journey to do so. Thank you.